Hi guys, my name is Marley. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you're here, and today is a great day to be your best self. So today we're going to be talking about how to stay motivated and how to stay inspired throughout the year. These are just some tips that really help me. I'm definitely somebody who falls into some slumps and even some bad patterns, and if you're like that too, I hope these tips can really help you out just to kind of get back on a really motivated and inspired kind of journey, I guess you could say. So I'm really excited about today's video. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. That really helps to support my channel, and it's free, and I have more videos coming, so please subscribe. And if you like this video by the end, I would appreciate that as well. Also, if you guys have any other tips that you'd like to talk about, if you feel like I didn't mention something that you think really would help everyone out there, please comment it down below. I would love to start a conversation down there as well. If you're new to my channel, I did want to mention you can follow me over on Instagram at marley.sue, and I also have a blog where I share healthy recipes and sustainability tips and other just wellness lifestyle tips. So if you're interested in things like that, those are linked down below as well. Alright, so let's get into how to stay motivated and inspired. My very first tip is to invest in your health. This is something that I think is really important. Everyone has different values and they put their money toward different things. Me personally, I definitely like to spend a little bit more on things that I know are going to make me feel good, whether I go to a yoga class or a bar class and I know, okay, this is like 20 bucks for just one class, but I know I feel really good after, and it's something that's helping make me strong and making me just feel really good and healthy. So that's the first tip, is to invest in your health. There's a lot more I could go into on this. I just feel like take your vitamins, especially in the winter time. Vitamin D is really important. A lot of us are lacking that if you're not getting outside and you're not getting a lot of sunlight. So taking your vitamins, getting enough sleep, drinking water, hydrating, just your basic needs. If you're feeling good, you're going to want to do more, you're going to have more energy, and so that's basically just the base. You need to make sure you're healthy and you're just feeling good. In the winter too, a lot of people get lots of colds. I recently just had a pretty nasty cold, and whenever you're sick, you just don't want to do anything. You're unmotivated, you want to take a nap, lay in bed, watch TV, which is totally fine. Your body needs rest, and you can definitely have a lot of slow days. Just go at your own pace and do what feels good for you. But if you're trying to be more motivated and be more inspired whenever you're sick or unhealthy, or your body's run down and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to achieve your goals and be motivated. So that's the first step. Always take care of yourself. Okay, tip number 2 is to do something that you love. This doesn't have to be every single day. This doesn't even have to be every single week. If you're really busy and you can't find time to do that hobby that you really love, whether you like to read, draw, bike, go swimming, work out, craft, build things, whatever you like to do, just make sure you're setting aside some kind of chunk of time where it's dedicated to yourself, dedicated to that one thing that you just love to do. Whenever you're doing things that you really enjoy, something that makes you feel good, you're going to just feel better overall. You're going to want to achieve more goals because you know, okay, I had fun today. I got to do my favorite thing. That felt really great. And then you're going to have a better week, better month. So definitely set aside time for yourself. Just give yourself the freedom to enjoy the little things. Whatever you like to do, definitely set aside some time to do it. That's the second tip on how to stay motivated and inspired. A lot of the times you'll get a lot of inspiration from things that you already love to do, or something you did as a kid and you forget, wow, when growing up I was like obsessed with this one thing. That usually will kind of inspire future goals or maybe a future business idea. Okay. So tip number 3 is going to be small acts of kindness. I feel like this is something that all of us could do more of, myself included. I love thinking of new small acts of kindness. I love noticing when I actually do one. You know, it's just really like you just feel so good whenever you realize, like, wow, you know, I mean, maybe I made that person's day a little bit better. And I think it's just something that would kind of spread some good energy around, you know, your community, the world, wherever, social media. I think it's really nice to reach out to people, whether it's your family, friends, strangers, and do something nice for them, something that's unexpected. I think it makes people feel really appreciated and loved and thought of, and you know, everyone gets a little lonely sometimes. Everybody has a bad day. Also, with small acts of kindness, I think it's important to give out of the kindness of your heart, out of gratitude. Don't expect anything in return. just do something nice because you feel like doing something nice and you want to help somebody out or make them feel better, not because you hope that they'll do the same thing for you later. I think that's important to remember with small acts of kindness. And also, I'm currently reading You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, and I'm super late to the party with this book. I know it was super popular like years ago, and I'm finally reading it. But in one of her chapters, she talks about how giving can actually increase your frequency. So if you've read this book, you know all about what I'm talking about over here with increasing your frequency, having a high energy, vibration that you're giving out to the world. That sounds kind of funky, kind of crunchy, quirky, whatever, but I kind of believe it because whenever I was in college, my roommate and I, Rachel, shout out to you, girl, love you, miss you, we always loved the quote, your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe because whenever you are in a good mood, you're going after your goals, you're positive, you're fun, you're having a good time, you're just living life, you're attracting people who are kind of going through the same thing as you are. They're going to be wanting to hang out with people who are in a good mood, who are positive, who support them. If you're going to be a negative Nancy and you just want to vent to your girlfriends, be down in the dumps all the time, not go after your goals, just think the world's out to hate you, it's against you, blah, 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 you're going to attract that same kind of vibe, that same kind of frequency. Same goes with your goals. So basically, Jen Sincero says in her book, You Are a Badass, that if your frequency is higher, you're going to attract high frequency things. So good attracts good, there's high energy, things like that. I'm probably not saying this 100% correctly, but that's kind of the overall gist. Basically, if you're feeling good, good things are going to happen to you. If you're feeling bad, you're not going to start achieving your goals. You're just going to be staying at the same spot that you're at. So I think that's important too, with small acts of kindness, giving out of the kindness of your heart, knowing that if you're giving and if you're helping people out and making them feel better, that's going to raise your frequency, raise your energy, and good things will come back to you. Don't expect them to come back to you, and don't do an act of kindness because you want them to, but just know that everything's aligned. So what I'm talking about is basically just trying to find a balance, whether you're taking care of your body, doing something that you love, performing a small act of kindness. All of these things are going to kind of balance out in your life. You're going to feel good about yourself, you're going to want to be motivated, you're going to feel inspired, and everything starts to align. So now we're going to move on to tip number 4. You guys, my video cut out whenever I was talking about tip number 4. So tip number 4 is to learn from others. You can do this by watching those who are successful around you, anyone in your community, your neighbors, your teachers, your friends, family. You could even gather inspiration from your favorite book or from the news or an article. And if you don't want to look to anything that's on the internet, you could even take a walk outside in nature and gather inspiration from the world around us. I think that'd be a really cool way to do it. I personally do love Pinterest though. If you're not using Pinterest right now, I definitely recommend it. I have a video on how to grow your monthly Pinterest viewers if you're interested in that. If you're running a small business or you have a side hustle or you're a blogger and you're interested in how to use Pinterest to your advantage, I will link that video down below in the description so you can check that out as well. But on Pinterest, you can just have a board and start it for a new project and pin so many awesome and creative ideas that you've never even seen or heard of, and things that you can kind of bounce different ideas off of and really just get inspired for your project. You definitely want to keep in mind to share things with a unique message that's coming from your own experiences. Whenever you find something from someone else's work, if you see a really awesome photo on Pinterest and you just love the concept, it's definitely okay to do something similar, but you don't want to copy anyone's work. You don't want to pass it off as your own. You want to add your own twist to it, have people see it from your perspective, and that's going to really come through your work. People are going to be able to see that you're original and that you really stay true to your own values and yourself. Finally, we've made it to tip number 5, which is to find your flow. Basically what I'm talking about here is whenever you have a fresh idea, it just pops in your mind, you're really excited about it, this is the time to act. You definitely want to choose that moment to start this project. Write everything down that you can about it. Grab a notebook, write down all of your ideas that you have. This is when you're going to have the most motivation and the most energy because it's something that you're passionate about right now. You're really excited about it. You just thought of it. It's new and fresh and fun. write down everything you can, whether it's who you want to talk to get expert advice from, if it's, what steps you need to take in order to achieve this goal. Write everything down in one place, and then that way, whenever you're in a rut and later you just kind of can't get yourself out of, just being uninspired and being unmotivated, revisit these notes, and then you'll be able to kind of remind yourself why you were so excited about this in the first place and what you can do to get back on track. This is something that I do all of the time, whether it's for a project I'm working on, for YouTube, my blog, anything I have that's a creative idea that I would like to maybe think about. Writing everything down helps you really clarify, is this something I want to pursue right now? Does it make sense? Is this something I'm actually really passionate about? It helps you narrow down what you're interested in, and then you can really line out your goals and the steps that you need to take to achieve those goals throughout the year. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, you're a homie, and yeah, I really appreciate your support. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it, and go ahead and give this video a like. You can also follow me on Instagram at marley.sue, and I will link anything I talked about in this video in the description below, whether that's my blog or another video you can check out. Sorry for all the self-plugs. I'm just trying to be professional on here and do the right thing. But I really enjoyed talking about how to stay motivated and how to stay inspired with you guys. If you have any better advice than me, comment it down below so everyone can learn from you as well. I would love to, start a conversation with you about that. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching.